All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But you're reading the title, you guys know exactly what time it is. We're going to be talking about none other than VChain itself. Before I get started, I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys from the VChain community. If you've been supporting me recently or if you've been supporting me from the get-go, last bull cycle. I love each and every one of you guys, and your support does not go unnoticed. I'm sure you guys know that I cannot make every single update because of course I do have other things going on for myself, but I've recently been reading your guys' comments, a lot of people requesting it. So here, if you want to see more continuous VChain updates, all you have to do is smash that like button and hit that red subscribe button and let me know in the comments down below that, hey, Crypto ZX, we want to see continuous VChain updates. And if you guys kill it with the support, guess what? You will see these updates that I bring you guys. So if we're looking at VChain today on the daily time frame, it's up about 9%. But if you're looking across the market, everything seems to be up. So, the market is looking absolutely amazing right now. But that's not the most important or the exciting thing. If you're looking at the last weekly time frame, you're seeing VChain as one of the top gainers right now across the board, up a staggering 45%. Can you believe that? We're seeing VChain up 45% over the past 1 week alone. And again, this is bringing in a lot of excitement, but when we pull out the charts, we could really start to understand what we're looking at and what are some specific targets that we could be aiming. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So looking at the price of VChain right now, about 3.15 cents, up 8.7% as mentioned in USD comparative. We're also up about 4% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. But now if we're focusing on the market cap, we're currently sitting at about $2.56 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about 73.3 billion. Sorry, million, not billion. But let's take it a step further and see what is happening. What is really bringing in a lot of excitement for the project VChain. So if we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, it obviously is going up about 55.05%, but Bitcoin is also going up. You're seeing Bitcoin was able to break out of the psychological price point at 60K. You guys know, especially if you are a regular viewer on my channel, you know the importance of that resistance, and you can see this for yourself. Bitcoin actually made its way back above that. And of course, today's the weekend. On the weekends, we do tend to see more manipulation than usual as CME futures are closed, but you are seeing BTC making its way back up to some very critical resistance levels. And as you guys know, if you've been following my channel, I'm giving myself that confirmation level around $64,000 to $65,000, but things are looking great. But let's not get too excited. But if you are a VChain holder right now, I'm sure you guys are very excited. But let's pull out the charts and talk about some price levels. So of course, if we're looking at the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture, VChain is still down quite substantially from its all-time high, and we haven't even come close to retesting even the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level. But could that change? Could that change this time around? That's what we're going to be discussing. So, first and foremost, let's actually take a look at how much VChain has retraced from its all-time high. Just speaking from that point of view. So, if you're looking at it, obviously from its all-time high, you have seen VChain drop 88.4% still. Even though it's having a great time right now, you're seeing VChain is still down substantially from that specific level. So let's zoom in a little bit and take a closer look as to what we're looking at, what are some targets, where the price is currently sitting at. So if you're looking at the price right now, if I were to zoom in, you could see this for yourself. The price of VChain did actually retest a 5.5 cents resistance this February. Pretty much everything in the crypto space around that time was hitting yearly highs. And, the yearly high for VChain was in February. And then, of course, we did see, the price retrace quite a bit. And again, so did the entire market. And that is one thing I want you guys to realize. But what you want to focus on this exact same support right now, which of course is playing as a resistance. But this level around the 3.4 cents was a huge level of resistance at one point. You guys know the significance of that. During the bear market, how many times we retested the 3.4 resistance, but actually never managed to get past that. But December was that month, but never really managed to close above here. But February really got things rolling, and we saw the price of VChain, going up and retesting some levels we haven't seen since May of 2022. But you could see this for yourself. Just in June last month, we lost this support for the first time since February, and we actually retested significant lows, which is around 2.1 cents. That is a massive, massive drop in just a matter of 1 month. But as I've said to you guys before in my other updates, you have seen the broader market also see these pullbacks, 36.12%, so almost 40% drop in just a matter of a month. So how you want to look at it is VChain retested its support, some bear market levels, and of course, we retested a significant support, never actually managed to go below that because, around here was, the FTX collapse. Obviously, these, levels did not last too long. But anyhow, you did see the support play out. But if you had some buy orders placed in around this range, you did see an instant gain of 48%, so almost 50% gain in just a matter of a month. And, there's a lot of people that come out and say you cannot make a lot of gains, but look at it. Just look at it. If you know how this market works, if you know, bloodbath, how to dollar cost averaging, you can make massive, massive gains. And a 50% gain is not a small gain by any means. But now what you're noticing is, and again, I don't want to even focus on the 10-cent price points. I don't want to focus on the 20-cent price point, 50 cents price point. First, you need to get to specific levels before we can start talking about these levels. And I'm sure you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from. So what you're starting to see is, of course, once again, quite a bit of resistance coming in its way, something we did see back in December as well. Retested this resistance exactly where we were, actually made our way back down to 2.6 cents, and then actually broke out of here. But this time around, pay very close attention to Bitcoin. And also, altcoins, obviously the altcoin season, a lot of people are anticipating, which should happen. A lot of analysts projecting it to be Q3 to Q4, but let's see how it goes. Q3, Q4 of 2022 was absolutely insane for VChain. Could we see time repeat itself? This time around, Coinbase has been obviously added to VChain. The marketing has gotten to another level. And remember, real world use case. I've said this from the beginning, literally from back then till this day. VChain is one of the very few projects that are actually innovating and actually bringing some real world use case and bringing, blockchain right now, bringing, blockchain to the masses. Right now we're seeing so much garbage in the crypto space. Yes, the meme coins could be really great in terms of making massive gains, but of course high risk. But so much garbage in the space, a lot of solid projects get overlooked. But sophisticated investors know about VChain, and I do believe this is going to be one of the projects that does shock a lot of people once we get past this key resistance once again. Because pretty much, in order for us to hit a yearly high, that's only a 62% move. If you're seeing these meme coins right now, seeing insane market valuations, look at this. You're seeing Pepe, and by no means am I throwing shots at Pepe, but if you're comparing these two projects, Pepe doesn't really bring any sort of real use case or utility because he's $4.1 billion market cap. So I do believe that VChain is going to be one of the ones that actually gets to these levels quite fast, as there are a lot of eyes on VChain. And again, we didn't really get into this 78.6. And remember, I've said this to you guys before. Once you get into the 78.6, this is where things get insanely exciting. Because let's put it from this way: last time the price of VChain was in this 78.6 dates back to April 21st of 2022. So it's been quite some time. And I'm very optimistic on VChain's future. Of course, patience is the key. One step at a time. Forget about the long-term targets. Take it one step at a time. And we'll see what happens. But let me know down below what you guys think. If you want to see more VChain updates, of course, smash that like button. But with that being said, we'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.